I've been watching this eagle since it was an egg. And to watch its amazing transformation from an egg and a fuzzy little eaglet, it really was a remarkable transformation. And we certainly felt as if it was one of the family that was off to make a new home and establish its own life.
It's the first time in history that a tribal aviary has legally been able to release to the wild a captive-produced youngster. Before this year, we were the only tribe in the system that had the authority for captive propagation. Now it's been established here for citizen Potawatomi, but taking it that unprecedented step forward and actually releasing to the wild one of the captive offspring produced here.
Kyla and Charlie is a beautiful love story. For two eagles in captivity to pair up is really unusual. It's really important for us to give them a quality of life in captivity. So we have trees and sticks and grasses, and Charlie was one of our original first 8 eagles. And when we introduced Kyla a few months later in the enclosure, she was taken out of a very bad situation. So when we introduced her in the enclosure, it was love at first sight. Charlie began following her around, watching her bathe, watching her eat, and she's about 3 times his body weight. Females are much larger. So we didn't really know if this was going to work out or not because Kyla didn't really understand. She was a juvenile when we first received her at the aviary. A couple of years went by, and into that second year, she figured out why he was following her around. So long story short, they decided to start tearing down some of the trees in the enclosure and actually building a nest. So when we saw that behavior, it was very exciting because, like I said, that let us know that we've created a balance here with having visitors and having their own time to be peaceful, that they felt comfortable enough to build a nest right on the ground. Kyla and Charlie are both injured, of course, that's why they're here. And because of their injuries, they have challenges as far as having a fertile egg. We didn't really think that was going to be possible. So this year we had lined up another foster chick. This is a great thing for them. They can foster chicks, and even some of our native eagles that fall out of the nest, they can foster them. So this year we went 36 days on the first egg and 39 days on the second egg, which the second egg was not really shaped right. So we thought, it's not going to be fertile. And the morning of March 21st, we were on our way to the Comanche Aviary to get a stellar sea eagle for their foster chick, which is exciting. But before we left, we checked the cameras one more time. Whenever they have their nest, we make sure and keep the blind and, less traffic. So we watch from the cameras that we have here at the aviary. And both Mom and Dad were standing on the edge of the nest looking down in disbelief, as we were too. The little misshapen egg that was about the size of a golf ball hatched. So they had a fertile egg. And that just goes to tell you, this year, we did not intervene. We didn't go take their eggs. We didn't put them in an incubator. We let everything happen as naturally as it possibly could. And they had a baby eagle. He made it through the night and made it through the first week, which is really critical. And he grew into a beautiful young eagle. He outgrew his dad at 9 weeks, so it was a big eagle. We didn't know whether it was male or female. If I had to take my guess, I would have said it was a female. But we were able to actually send his eggshell off to Avian Biotech, and they could test that for us and actually get DNA. So we knew it's a boy. So his name is Mko Kno, and we're just really proud to have him out there. I mentioned the goal was to give them a quality of life. The only other goal was to be able to release any eagles we can back to the wild.
Today we were here to put a transmitter on this young male eagle that was born in captivity. The idea was we could track the bird and track its success, and if it runs into any problems, we could go to an area where maybe he is and evaluate it. To not be able to track these birds and to just cut them loose, we will forevermore wonder what happened to it, unless, because we put those bands on it, the U.S. Geologic Survey band and the captive bred band, unless somebody encounters that band, we would never know what happened to the bird after it was released here. Now we can track it and get hourly locations up to 12 times a day, every day, and to really help us assess what the bird is doing in the wild.
I had the honor of giving this bird its name. It was named Mko Kno, which is bear eagle. The bird had such a personality and a demeanor that it was fiercely independent bird and demonstrated confidence and ability to assert itself as a young eagle within a colony of birds much older than it was.
These eagles, we believe they're our messengers and help carry our prayers to God. So it was really important from the time he hatched that our intention was to release him. That being said, it was really hard not to go in there and pick up that little fuzzy eagle. But for 9 weeks, he didn't see a person. We fed through the side, the blind was closed, visitors did not see him other than on the camera. So that being said, we were able to have that conversation with Fish and Wildlife. Can we release this young eagle? And there was many conversations that went back and forth, but after talking about our culture and that how we had raised this eagle up and let the parents do everything, this eagle had what we call imprinted on parent eagles, not on people. So we were given the authorization to release this young eagle.
We felt really strongly about doing this because, Eagle intervened for us and showed the Creator that, mankind is still out there doing things in a good way, that the Potawatomi are still doing things right, putting tobacco down and praying, and so there's that prayer smoke rising still. And so he really intervened for us, and so we really feel strongly about getting that messenger back out there. And so we had to go back to our culture to show them that it is that we have a solid foundation of that history, and so it was important to us to get him back out there.